This is a podcast where we record a finale.
Yeah.
Part of one, anyway.
This is a podcast.
Welcome, everyone,
Welcome.
to Make Believe Heroes,
Schmake believe.
A 5th edition.
an actual play.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. An actual play.
Actual play.
5th edition Dungeons and Dragons adventure for everyone.
Podcast.
For
A
everyone.
podcast, some
yeah.
may say.
Everyone.
For everyone.
Cast.
And mine.
My name is Paul.
Hi.
Tonight,
Can't mute me tonight, Paul.
we are recording the first part of our season 5 finale.
And suddenly Jimmy's mom comes out of the ocean.
I told you. This is not gonna happen.
It's been
It's Brown.
1 week since you looked at me.
a long time since we started doing this. We recently did we recently had a convention. We did that.
That was really cool. What was that about?
Whoa.
But tonight it's all about Dungeons and Dragons. It's all about the dice.
It's all about that base.
And we are excited to get to it.
Hey guys, it's Jeremy and I play Saul.
So why don't we go around? Tell me, who is joining me tonight for Dungeons and Dragons?
I'm Jeffrey, and I play Joseph.
I'm Alan.
Thank you, Alan.
And I think I'm playing Brackle, but maybe Jim. I'm not sure. I am playing Brackle and Jim. And Char, maybe. Probably not.
Maybe. Probably not.
Hey, I'm Felicia, and I play
Mhm.
Mogert Stonefire and Misk.
Misk.
Hi, I'm Zach. I play Chris,
For now.
For now.
but he will probably die in this episode.
No, he won't.
Hi, my name is Caleb, and I play Kellen.
Please, Kellen.
Killing.
Kellen.
Kellen.
In the past, we would have read off some reviews and all that stuff, but we're foregoing that tonight to get right down to the action.
Plus, we don't love you anymore.
Oh boy.
We will. Don't worry. If you left us a 5-star review, it'll get read on the show as promised, and we'll give shout outs to all of our patrons and all that stuff. But right now, there's just one thing that we need to do.
One thing. I don't know why.
Roll giant blue D20.
Let's roll it.
This is a great moment for us to talk about our coffee that we are now selling.
I want
This
coffee.
is
It's a 2.
It's a 14.
It's a 2.
Yeah, it's a 14 right there.
It's a 2.
It's not a 2. It's a 14.
14.
The dark chamber, somewhere beneath the streets of Vent Haven, is dimly lit by a pair of small lanterns hanging from either side of this. It's small, but it's not a tiny room. It is a large-ish cavern type chamber. It is not natural. It's not a natural cavern. It has been crafted. The city is quiet overhead, strangely, and it seems that the air is still not just inside this closed chamber, but still and charged. In the middle of the chamber, there is an opening in the stone floor. The floor is open to still ocean waters. Resting in the waters with the top just exposed over the blue ocean is a strange machine, vehicle, something. And standing around it are a number of individuals. Margaret Cavendish is standing before the sea opening, looking at an interesting group of individuals. Mogert Stonefire, Kjorg, the People's Champion, Jimalil Karth, Blaze Blightwood. Alongside them are 2 other figures. A tall, sleek figure with sharp features and almost white silver hair. He is dressed in deep blue robes with silver threading. And beside him is another standing wearing some heavy canvas pants. He has grease on his arms, but his shirt, a sort of flannel, orangish and brownish, is rolled up to the sleeves. He has a thick, heavy beard. And Margaret
Well, the way that me and Chris built this ship, as we don't really have a finalized name for it yet, but it's very easy to operate since we can't go, and you will be the ones traveling in this vessel. We've made it to where you will have no issues, and you shouldn't need us for anything once you set out on your voyage. I just hope it does It will. I don't want to put any false hope. We've spent a lot of time on this ship.
Lady Margaret, we have spent a lot of time. I have been happy to help. I have extensive knowledge in time seafaring.
True. Blaze has helped.
Blaze is extra helping.
He's so extra.
He's extra helping.
Mm-hmm.
You've helped a lot, and I'm very appreciative of it. Now, this will be its first voyage. We have not had a chance to actually test it. We've done small tests. The Lynx have made some smaller...
The Lynx.
If you look over, you'll see like a big tub, and the Lynx are standing next to it with little versions of the sub, just messing with it with controllers. They've been working on it.
Nice.
Testing it out as much as we can at this point.
So it'll be its first and its last voyage, says the bearded figure. And Hope and Kel looks over at him. Messy, really. I'm sure that everything will work exactly as you have designed it, Margaret. Your workmanship speaks for itself. And, of course, we all know that Chris is quite ingenious in these sorts of things as well. Just a shame he couldn't be here to see you all off. But be sure these champions, they will reach their intended destination.
So, do we have to wear seat belts in this vessel?
Definitely.
What else do you need for us to leave?
Nothing.
$1 million.
Hope and Kel, do we need anything?
We have everything that we need. Champions, my brother and I, we will return to our brethren. The spring equinox is upon us. We are prepared for everything to begin. When it does, I will be in Brandshire. Of course, my other siblings, we are as the shepherds of Monumi. We're going to take watch over the cities just in case the Crooked One or Blackfire are planning to strike in the hearts of Fallen Grove, Dimmerhold, Brandshire. We have spread ourselves across the world for that purpose, but you all know that if things go as we expect, if the forces of the Unchained strike in Brightport, then we will be there to help. We will help all of our friends there.
There is not a better way to spend your time.
He's a god of time.
The hour has come for us to depart.
I think it is prudent that we do the same.
And behind Margaret, stepping out from seemingly nowhere, are Pervalian, Derveterer, and Palor.
When Meg sees them, she immediately bows.
It is all right, my child. It is time for us to go. Our moment is upon us.
An ending. And the beginning.
Margaret just puts her fist up on her chest and looks toward him.
Does Jim say anything?
He says to proper endings and new beginnings, and raises his glass. It's an orb. He raises his orb.
Aye. And Mogert raises her turtle rock.
What was chained will be fenced.
Aye, yes, Kjorg.
Hear, hear.
Right.
It is time to put an end to all of this.
Remember, champions, that spear that you have, it's a one-shot weapon. Once you've used it, it's done. So make sure that when you strike, it's the right time, and you do it well.
Well, I guess we need to, get this show on the road.
It's our only chance. We will strike true at the right time.
Good.
And don't worry, we'll win.
And if all else fails, I guess there's no other options.
Okay.
We will go a-fighting.
It's time to do.
I'm ready to go smoke this guy. Let's go.
The strong sea breeze blows over the city of Brightport. It is quiet, save for the whisper of the winds, especially on this, the night before the spring equinox. The day ahead would normally be one of celebration, excitement, but instead it is quiet. There is no movement of the people of the city. The lights of the homes are dim, and there sits a heavy quiet and restfulness over the port city. The captains of Brightport's resistance have taken their positions, stationed strategically across the city. Near the southern border, Brackle patrols the rooftops. His garrisons have constructed walkways where the sharpest shooters are ready to activate their defenses against the impending forces of evil. To the east, Misk waits in a watchtower, ready to lead her own forces in the battle to come. Hjalmar holds the northern parts of the city, watching the fields via his sentries, waiting for a call to arms. And lastly, Saul stands resolute atop his tower in central Brightport, watching and waiting in the night, the glowing embers of his cigar flaring in the cool sea wind. He draws from his pocket a red stone. It warms in his hands as he speaks.
Brackle,
Hey,
have you seen anything yet? Where are you stationed?
I am near the front of the port, waiting.
Anything from the water yet?
Nothing yet.
The soldiers are ready, not restless. Much different than an army of devils. They would already be in the water looking for them.
Well, that's quite the initiative, but I think here holding the line is the key tactic.
Keep your scroll ready.
And my powder dry.
And your powder dry. Saul sends message to Misk. Well, Misk Isoda, are you ready for another battle?
Just like old times. We're all ready and in place. Are you?
I am. I wanted to, and I have to tell Brackle this too. I stuck something in your bag.
Misk looks down in her bag, moves Flicker out of the way.
You have there's a gray cigar, and it has the symbol of the gods on it. A gift from a close friend.
Cool.
It's enchanted. It'll help you in the battle. I relay the same thing to Brackle, that he has a gift in his sack.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Is that a magic cigar?
Yeah, so it gives you a +5 to any charisma-based check or save, including intimidation, persuasion, deception, and performance.
Nice.
Okay.
It also kills the user.
So Misk, everyone's out. Everyone we could get out. Everyone's out of the city.
Good.
You really think they're coming?
Well, I really hope they are. We need to end this, and this is our best strategy. And if they're not, we're going to be in trouble.
Need to take out as much of his forces as possible. His attentions here gives the best chance to the others.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we got pretty much everybody out. There might be a few stragglers, there usually are, but I'll be here. I'll be northwestern section. I'll be helping the soldiers up there for now. I guess good luck.
Misk runs over and hugs him.
Yeah.
Good luck, Hjalmar.
And when this is all said and done, we'll meet back at the Drunken Wizard and we'll have a good drink.
Of course. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Hey, Misk.
Yeah.
Don't do anything stupid, okay?
Well, you are talking to a princess of the hills.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you're don't stand me up. All right, we're gonna have that drink.
I'll be there.
All right. Well, now I guess we just get to our places and wait.
Yep.
He walks along the rampart and heads down from the tower.
It's not a bad day to die.
The sun sets in the skies over the golden city of Branshire. Flowers bloom around the walls surrounding Circle Street, and the orange light of the sunset gives a warmth to the cool spring evening. But the usual hustle and bustle of the small city is subdued. Circle Street is empty of the usual patrons and shops. Instead, garrisons of soldiers line in certain areas on the streets, dressed in steel and bearing arms. At the cardinal gates, large spikes and staves are erected to ward off enemy forces. On the northeastern side of the city, near the entrance to the core, a few figures stand in the fading light outside of the Barley Barrel. A stout halfling exits the swinging door of the inn, bringing a fresh tray of ales to those standing nearby. "Thank you, brother," says a dark-haired halfling, almost dwarven in appearance. His curly hair is tousled and his chin is covered in a short beard. Drinking a heavy gulp from the flagon, he looks up to the figure across from him. "My lady, you're right. Every drop of our intel says it's Brightport where the Dark One's forces will fall on Manumi. Yes, but you cannot expect me to leave our princess, that is, our mayor, unprotected. Your father would have my head if he were still with us." Brianna Solaran smiles at his fervor. "Doran, our city is lined with soldiers, bearing both the standard of Branshire as well as Barlin's Pass. Almost all of our civilians are safely guarded within the Tower of Sylvandale. Your expertise is needed in the greater battle if it comes to that. While Blackfire's forces will seemingly be focused on the southern coasts, I do not doubt for a moment that his hand will also be raised against the four corners of Manumi," says High Cleric Glaren, leaning on his gilded staff. "I have spoken with the lords and leaders of Dimmerhold, Venthaven, and Fallengrove. Each region of Manumi is preparing its own defenses to the best of their ability. And don't worry, Doran. Pauline and I will keep an eye on her," Guy Clark says with a nod toward Brianna, drawing a wand from the pocket of his blue wizard's robes. On his chest there is newly emblazoned a golden phoenix, bearing the crest of the house Oftawal. She has fortified the house, and with the other mages, will ensure no danger comes to our Mayor Solaran. Doran nods his head in assent. "All right, then. But if anything happens to her, you'll have me to answer to, boy." Guy looks sheepish for a moment, but then sets his brow and straightens his back. "I fought evil dragons, died, been resurrected, and stood vigilant in the battle for the world, sir. I will not let you down here in my home with my friends." Glaren looks surprisingly toward Guy. "Well, that just about settles it then, doesn't it, Captain Clark?" Guy's eyes go wide at that. Then he blushes in earnest. But just then the sound of great wings thrums overhead, and with a flourish, a great silver dragon swoops down before them, transforming as he descends into an impeccably dressed, silver-haired humanoid. "I apologize for the lateness of the hour, but I'm glad to see you all safe yet. The final piece is on the board. Fjorg and his companions are making their move." Silence falls between them for a moment. "Well then," says Brianna, "I suppose we should also take our places." "Indeed we should," Glaren answers. "I never thought it would come to this. The day I sent your friends in search of that tree, Sir Vance and Lorik." Guy bows his head. But every step of destiny has led us to this moment. He grips his gilded staff in hand, lifting it overhead, and a golden light shines about them all. Now I grant you my blessing. May Palo, and the light of his champion, protect us all in the dark night ahead. Guy smiles widely. But as they turn to go their separate ways and make their final preparations, a tall, cloaked figure approaches from the street, pulling his hood off as he steps up before them. Holding the woven handle of his longbow, he grins.
The sentries just returned from their final sweep of the fields, Hope and Kill. They're here.
Ah, says Hope and Kill, running his hand back over his silvery hair. Well, then, Claren, let's go hunt some orc. The pale light of the moon beams down through the crystal ceiling. Its bluish light pools around the foot of an imposing statue, the image of the dwarf god Dervetter. His great maul rests on the white and black marble at his feet. Wrapped around it is the thick wood of a tree, grown spiraling around its handle, until ending in the perfectly formed likeness of Otonia, rested lovingly in his arms. At the feet of the statue stands King Durand Shattershield. His dark beard, peppered with gray, is held together with a clasp near the bottom of his ribcage. He is adorned with dark silver armor, forged of dwarven steel with mithril lining, its breastplate embossed with the symbol of Dervetter in bright moonstone. Under his left arm he holds a matching helmet, broad with a great axe head rising up from the top. He stares upward toward the visage of his god and whispers a prayer for his people. "Oh, great God, Dervetter, hear me if you will, if you can." He drops his head, his free hand covering his eyes. "I've given all my best days to your service. My heart, my devotion, for all of dwarfdom, for my people. My role as king, first in responsibility, second in my heart of hearts, second to my own role as your servant, as a cleric of the moon, your high cleric, king. After all my devotion, all the heart and sweat and blood I've given to your cause, will you hear me now? Will you hear us now? Please, God of the moon, God of the mountain, God of death, grant your blessings on our people. Watch o'er the mountain, or Demerhold, or dwarfdom, or mine own family." He stops as a warm hand brushes his cheek. Wet tears run down into his beard and onto Queen Barda's hand. She embraces him, holding his face tightly against her cheek. "Everything will be all right, my love. Dervetter will not fail us. And Mogart, well, we'll just see, won't we?" Sorry, your majesties." A gruff voice rings toward them from Volric Blackfist as he approaches from the south. They release one another, facing him as he bows sheepishly. "I apologize for the interruption, my lord. I've come to inform you that the armies are ready. Some portion of the city is evacuated, holed up with the gnomes. But many, well, as you might expect, many wouldn't leave if the mountain caved in around them. They're hard-hearted, like the mountain, your kingship." "That's our people for you, Volric," Barda says. "And Demerhold will be better for it. If the Unchained, or Blackfire himself, try to bring trouble to our city again, well, he'll have us, each of us,
to answer to.
Suddenly there comes the sound of something sliding like rocks down the mountainside, and from above them descends a figure down the pole of Dervetter's carved maul. His long, thick mane of snow-white hair is pulled back into a ponytail, but his spade-like beard is neatly trimmed, still wide, shaped into a point at his navel. He takes them in with his solid white eyes as he speaks.
So the time has come, has it, Kingling?
Barda cuts her eyes toward him, visibly annoyed at the term, but Duron chuckles at his words.
Indeed it has. Shall you join us, Kilmont? Demerhold humbly requests your aid once again.
The white-haired dwarven figure breathes deep, filling his chest full, his simple robes pulled taut against his ribcage.
Aye, Durand, I shall. Let's put an end to all this and protect our people.
At once Kilmont roars, stretching out and twisting into the great muscular white dragon. He stretches his wings wide, then rests on his back legs, extending one wing for the three of them to climb onto his back. With gusto, the dwarves settle onto his spiked back, and Kilmont, the unforgiving, lifts off from the feet of Dervetter's statue. They soar over the city of Dimmerhold, the moonlight sanctuary glowing beneath them. Swooping toward the entrance of the city, the armies of Dwarfholm are gathered at the foot of the bridge over the Glim River. The great dragon flies upward toward the crystal ceiling, then down onto the tall stone staircase overlooking the city. He lands lithely atop the platform, where an orange-haired gnome awaits, with a clipboard in her hands. She holds it tight to her chest as the bursts of Kilmont's wings threaten to loose it from her grip, and her glasses slip down her sharp, pointed nose. As the king, queen, and Volric descend from the dragon's back, Juniper pipes up.
Everything is in order, your grace. All three of the great houses have gathered their forces, including the clerics of Hammerheart. Dimmerhold awaits your command, sire.
King Durand nods, looking again toward his bride. She grins as she takes his hand, leading him to the edge of the platform. Juniper steps up beside him, drawing her wand. She speaks a soft incantation, and he feels as his throat buzzes with the warmth of magic, his voice amplified. All the armies of dwarfdom stand below, gathered and waiting.
Friends, knights, clerics, countrymen, will you hear the words of your king on this darkest of nights?
The dwarven salute rings up toward him as the soldiers beat their chests in unison. 1, 2, 3. Durand waits, a lump rising in the back of his throat.
Our people, our city, has suffered much in these recent months. Darkness entered the halls of Dimmerhold, and while our hearts and minds were set on valor, evil plotted to bring devastation from the shadows. Many lives were lost of all the good peoples of Monumi, and that evil was contrived by one and one alone. A singular man, a self-proclaimed god, Sebastian Blackfire. Shouts of swears and names not fit to be spoken ring up from below. Juniper's eyes grow wide, her jaw hanging, but Volric laughs as he cups her on the shoulder, nearly knocking her over the railing. That fiend is the same one who now threatens to bring darkness, not only to our home, but across the lands of Monumi. If he is given his way, well, he would slay our god, just as he did the dear Atonia. He would see Demerhold crumbled, Fallen Grove burned, Venthaven washed away, and Branshire razed to the ground. But I say, nay, not while we yet draw breath. 1, 2, 3. Duron takes the helmet in his hands, placing it firmly upon his head. The moonlight reflects off his silver helm, and the moonstone mark of Dervetter glows brightly on his chest. Tonight, as the tenants of darkness march on cities far and wide, we will stand and we will fight. I say, let them come. 1, 2, 3. Brothers, sisters, friends, tonight, as our gods and our champions fight their battles in their places, we will hold up the mountain. Are you with us? Cheering breaks out across the armies of Dimmerhold as Duron draws from his back the Breaker, the legendary greatsword of antiquity. And when the signal comes and the gateway is opened, we will bring our swords, our axes, our hammers, and we will smite the armies of the Unchained at the feet of Brightport. Let this be an end to darkness and a new moon rising! 1, 2, 3. And the people of Dimmerhold cheer, their horns of war blowing and their hearts burning.
The minutes and hours slowly tick by as every soldier, every well-abled and bodied individual within the confines of the city of Brightport prepares themselves for what is surely to come.
Let's get it.
The hour of midnight draws close, and there is a sense of bated breath as the moon grows higher in the sky and the clock, wherever it is, strikes midnight on the spring equinox. But the moment and the hour passes. Still quiet. Just the wind, just the moon, the clouds.
Saul's smoldering cigar in the wind.
The minutes tick past. It's cool, a cool breeze, unnaturally cool.
So cool.
A light mist sets over the port. And then the first hour, the second hour, still nothing. As it approaches the third hour, the soldiers get restless. They're nodding in their places. Brackle quickly sliding from place to place, checking all the preparations, checking all of the fuses, everything. Everything is ready. The soldiers are at attention. 301. 302.
No. Come on, baby. When you say like 328, Saul puts out his cigar and stands up on the edge of the tower and draws his sword.
3:30, Misk, you hear a message.
You think we missed it? Is nothing happening? What's going on? You think we missed it? I don't see anybody.
Stand diligent.
It's 3:32, Misk. If they were going to do something, surely they would have done it by now.
Just wait.
You hear the message from Saul. 1 more minute. Look.
Brackle.
Yeah.
3:30. You're wondering, what's happening? Are they coming? Did we miss it?
Where they at?
Roll me a perception check.
Want to roll me a perception check? 26.
Oh, gosh.
Good one.
You notice that the surf at the port seems to be bubbling. 3:31.
I'm going to look over.
Come on, Paul.
I was going to look over at Flicker. It's almost time to eat. Be ready.
Bubbles straight ahead.
3:32. The bubbles are spreading. It seems like the sea is starting to boil.
He gives a signal that says,
hold on to your bungholes.
Yeah, but basically like, get ready.
At precisely 3 33. Up from the boiling waters of the sea come marching countless hordes of things like you have never seen.
Yes.
Undead, rotten corpses. Elves, men, dwarves, creatures on 4 legs, on 2 legs. They are silent. At the moment they make no sound. They do not speak. Their eyes unseeing, their skin dripping off of their bones. Quietly, they walk forward with solemnity and certainty.
Oh no.
They cross the oceans, seemingly an endless march of beasts, rotten, putrid, falling, stumbling, marching. They cross the beaches. They step up onto the port streets, and they cross into the walls of Brightport.
Oh my gosh.
The oddly quiet walls of Brightport.
Not a creature is stirring. Not even a mouse.
Not even a
Not
mouse.
even a Brackle.
Oh, Brackle drops a spoon. It's like, oh, sorry, guys.
Message to Brackle. Brackle, hold.
He holds onto the spoon tightly.
Hold.
During this fight, during this battle, which right now is nothing has happened yet except they're here. Right now, you all will use what we will call war actions, and you will use those throughout the whole session. Basically, even when you're in a combat scenario, if you happen to get into one, you will have an additional action: your standard action, your bonus action, and a war action. And you can use that war action to do essentially one of 3 things: inspire, which is increased morale and success rates for your soldiers and such. If you're going to be commanding them or doing certain things, you can spend it. Devastating, which is you actively using machinery. So, like Brackle, that's what you're about to do. You're about to use the devastate action if you're going to set off bombs. Or the command action is to move troops to attack. So those are your kind of the 3 things. So devastate is not using people; it's using machinery. Command is using people. Or you can spend that turn to inspire, which would give like advantage to rolls for things like devastation and commanding. So Brackle, you are watching as the streets of Brightport are flooded, and I mean genuinely flooded, to the point that once they cross a line, all you can see on the streets below are shoulder-to-shoulder beasts, undead, rotten creatures. What does Brackle do?
He launches his offensive on the artillery.
Okay. So you want to set off the explosives at the front line of the city? Is that your plan?
Yeah, explode them.
So the moment you see them approaching the port, you and your agents, you all begin to move back toward the middle section of central Brightport. So you send out the command to your guys.
Yeah.
So you are going to make me a roll then, Brackle. I'm assuming this would be a roll to devastate.
Let's devastate.
Yeah, girl.
Okay. So Brackle, you can use your skill. So think of it like just like an attack roll. Okay. So just add your attack roll bonus to this.
So I got 15.
You rolled a 2?
Yeah.
You are moving back and you are going to set it off. And as you do cross over the line. You get into the safe zone. But literally the moment that you are crossing through, and you guys have established, I'm assuming, like some kind of like a way to travel across rooftops, right? Something like that. Some way for you to move quietly.
Yeah, he's got like temporary bridges.
The word has gone out from your lieutenants to the other lieutenants. All the you got a lot of sneaky people, like hot feet, halfling stuff. Somebody got the word wrong, and what happens is there is an explosion. The explosion occurs over on the west side of the city, and when it does, it sets off a chain reaction. And in that moment, you know that was too soon. All across the southern part of Brightport, explosions start setting off, boom, 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 and you do not hear screams of monsters. You don't hear anything. You just hear and see the explosions. And Brackle, you know it was too soon, and you can't confirm it right now, but there's a good chance that you may have lost some of your lieutenants just now.
Brackle shouts, "Ah!" And he shouts some things that can't be on the podcast.
We're going to go ahead right now and roll initiatives, okay?
Let's do it. Boom.
Go ahead and roll me an initiative.
I got 21.
16.
I got a 9.
I got a 22.
Vance got 13.
17.
And Linnaeus?
9.
The moment the explosions go off in the city, that is the signal for everything to begin, Saul.
Oh boy.
As the explosions set off all across the southern part of the city, the armies all across Brightport take to arms. Setsaris, you prepare to take your first step as the general of Brightport's army, but as you do, there is a strange, ringing, dolorous bell, a tone, a vibration that just waves across the city.
What?
From the south to the north. It causes everyone to pause just for a moment, but then you're back in.
I look around, make sure there's not something obvious flying overhead or something. I'm in a tower. Holy crap, guys. Okay, so my options were Devastate, Command, or...
Devastate, Command, or Inspire.
Saul is going to set his sword aflame, and I'm going to go for Inspire.
Okay.
I want to light up a fresh cigar.
Okay.
a gray one. A gray one.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And what does that do?
It gives me a +5 to charisma-based checks, including intimidation, persuasion, deception, and performance.
And also, I would say Inspire.
Yes. And I'm going to light my sword aflame.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to step out on the rickety temporary bridge off my tower and wave at my guys below.
People of Manumi, war is upon you. Tonight, we fight.
And he would just sprint off into the darkness ahead of them.
Okay, so are you getting down in the mix?
Yeah, he's getting down the mix. He's doing the Brackle thing right now. He's going to stay up on the bridges.
Okay, that was my question. Like, are you directing or are you getting involved?
He's directing right now.
Okay.
He's inspiring, and he's going to lead towards the foe.
Okay.
But up high.
All right, you're moving your armies down. Okay, your armies take off forward toward the border now, where these armies are, where all of these beasts and these things are now tumbling through. And what you see, Saul, from your perch, is you see melting creatures just falling through, literally a flame just coming through and then just falling face down, and others just piling over them. The fires are burning very high in the front part of the city. I mean, the front part of the city is engulfed in flames, but you all did establish barriers, flame barriers, to keep the fire from spreading to the north too far.
Okay.
But you charge your armies toward the border, ready to fight the first things that appear. And your men run with gusto. There is a flame beating in their chest. Roll me a check. This is charisma based. So it would normally be a +11 from your persuasion, but we're going to give you an extra +5 to that, so +16.
So this is with the +11 is a 22. 5 more is 27.
Okay, that works. Okay, so the 27, they are cranked. They're ready to go. They're ready to shed their blood for Queen and Country.
Oh, yeah, they are.
And so on your next turn, you will get a bonus action to use, a bonus war action to use, and you will have advantage on the next attack that they make. Okay, so if you use Command or Devastate, that's advantage, and you get to take 2 actions next turn because of the success. All right,
nice.
That makes it Misk's turn. Misk.
Paul, I don't see or think anything's behind us, right?
Be good to check.
I mean, you can give me a perception check if you'd like.
You are the better tactician. You would think of that.
Okay.
I just don't believe in that.
Checking behind you.
That's right.
It ain't good.
That's where your shadows are.
It's a 10.
As of right now, you haven't seen or heard anything from the north, but you do have people watching. Like, you've got sentries. Right now, there's half a city engulfed in flames and armies of undead things marching up from the south.
I'll inspire.
Okay.
I take out the flame-shaped loot.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I stand up in the tower window.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Tonight, we fight! To arms! May the gods be with you all.
This is a charisma-based roll, so persuasion.
So, 27.
Okay, that's very good. So just like Jeremy in his role, just like Setsaris, you greatly encourage and inspire your armies as they take off down through there. Now, what sort of, are you, would you say you're controlling more footmen? Or are you controlling more ranged attacks? What's your goal right here?
I'm probably more ranged attacks because Misk is pretty squishy.
All right, your armies march forward, and immediately you begin to hear the battle cry of soldiers meeting undead things. And the moment that the first sword cuts into the flesh, you start to hear it. Shrieks. Shrieks of creatures. Fell creatures. Beasts. Humanoids. All kinds of things. Monsters. Roaring, shrieking, lashing. Just, it becomes a cacophonous roar of battle. And your blood pumps faster.
Yeah, it does.
Brackle.
Are there other explodes that I can explode, or is it...
There are, but I would say that due to the fact that you failed the last one, now it's less explosive. Now you're trying to get to the artillery, okay? So the artillery would be machines of war. You've got trebuchets, you've got ballistas, you've got things like that. So that's where Brackle is headed. That is his main focus.
I'm going to do that.
Where do you go on the map?
I go to the ones where I can hit center of the forces, or the vanguard of the enemy forces.
Okay, yeah, works. Right there, wherever you think it is, that, like in the city, that makes sense to you, it makes sense to me. Yeah, are you doing a Devastate?
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
Plus
13 if we're using
13?
attack roll still.
Yeah, that's a 19. Yeah, you're using, it's a dex-based skill, because you're operating machinery, so, and it's long-distance machinery, so that's what we're doing here. A 19 is good enough to make some damage. It's not going to change everything, it's not going to just rock the whole battle or anything, but it is changing something, so.
I rocked the whole battle.
What are you operating? Ballista? You operating trebuchet? What is Brackle going for? Trying to do some widespread damage?
I want to stand back and command the operators, give them the coordinates and consult with my math guy who knows how to calculate coordinates.
Right.
And if I can, I'd like to hit with multiple machines, not just one with that command.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. Okay, it's successful. You have a success. Okay, so you have your guys, your specialists in place. Now, unfortunately, your main ballista guy, who you expected to be here, is not here. Steve, unfortunately.
Where's this useless piece of crap?
Oh, Steve.
Unfortunately, Steve probably got blown up when somebody set the bombs off too early.
I'm the useless piece of crap.
It's not you. You didn't do it.
I did it.
The dice did it. The dice are telling the story.
You're telling a story.
Steve is not there. All right. You managed to, you set off the trebuchets, you set off the ballistas, and your machines of war are very effective. They're doing great work. And Brackle, you are, we're going to keep this red. You are continuing your lead of destruction. Saul, it is your turn.
Saul is going to command. He's going to have forces from both sides start coming in.
Okay.
To pincer.
Okay.
All right. It's time. Let's close in on the sides. Move your guys across the rivers. Let's do it.
Okay, so you're going to try to bring in two bands from the west side and the east side of the city.
Yeah.
Roll me a command. Now, in this case, it's going to be more of an attack roll, so it's less charisma. So for this, I would take either strength or dexterity based on the type of troops that you're using. You're going to have advantage because of the fact that you're inspired by
Good thing I got advantage.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. 18 plus 8 is 26.
Okay, that's pretty good. So that is a success. They managed to squeeze in from the sides, and now what you're beginning to see is you are beginning to see now that these undead, shrieking creatures are spilling off into the rivers. As your soldiers begin to pinch in from the east and western side, they actually are met by monsters as they spill over out of the water into the city. Many of them are abandoning the fiery death, and they're just pouring into the rivers. Because obviously walking through is not troublesome for them because they don't have the need to breathe. And your soldiers actually managed to catch them before they sort of invade up deeper into the city, and they're doing a great job of holding them off there.
Hold the line!
Now you can do a second action.
I want to devastate.
Okay.
I want to point artillery. The things that are in the rivers especially are super exposed. I think it'd be great to launch some ballista and trebuchet at masses in the water.
Okay, go for it.
That's a 22.
That's successful.
Nice.
Basically, you pick up on what's going on, and you set some of your guys to aiming into the waters, and they, using large weapons, large machines, they blast into the waters with trebuchets and catapults and such, taking off more and more of these creatures. So far, you guys are doing a good job of holding them at that first line. Misk, it is now your turn.
I'm going to run over to the water, if I can, I'll use command. I'm going to want them to start, like, attacking.
Okay, you want them to hold the main central area back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I mean, if there's some right there, too.
Give me an attack roll.
So, 17.
Plus 9. So that is a 26.
There you go.
That is a success.
56.
So your guys are also doing a very good job of holding them here at the line.
Good job,
especially
guys.
on the east side of the city right there. You can take a second action.
I want to go down next to the water.
Okay.
And I have the loot out.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt. And it does a stroke of lightning forming a line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide. Blast out from me. So I want it to blasting through the water just toward all the people.
Okay. You want to shoot a line of lightning down through the water.
When I use that flame loot, when you cast a spell, use this loot for the first time, you or a friendly creature becomes enveloped in a divine fire werewolf shroud for 1 minute. So they regain 3d8 hit points, which I don't have any gone. They gain resistance. So I'm going to just let that go on myself because I'm going to go down there.
It's going to shroud you, and you're going to have a resistance to fire damage.
So I'm just going to...
And you have some...
Oh, yeah, boy.
Well, actually, that's when you're using Lightning Bolt, that will be a save on their part, so I'll have them roll. And what's happening here is it is very successful. They've rolled very poorly. So your Lightning Bolt's going to strike down through the water, and you're just targeting large swaths of these monsters as they're coming up, and it is successful. Go ahead and give me a d20 roll, though. I do want to see, and you can add your spellcasting modifier to that. I just want to see how you're doing. It's a +9.
12 plus 9.
Okay, so you're doing pretty good. You're still breaking a 20 in that. So, okay, that's the end of your turn. As your lightning bolt strikes down through that, thunder rolls out from the lightning, and when it does, Saul, Misk, both of you, there's a lot of sounds going on here now, and you're both kind of... Misk's stepped down closer into the mix. Saul, you're still moving from the top. Brackle, you are activating machines of war and all those sorts of things, but you do hear a horn blast from above you.
Oh no!
From the north.
Blast from the past.
And when you do know exactly what it is an attack coming from the northern side. And it sounds directly north of you all. So the central part of the city, it seems that something is coming in from this side.
I know.
Misk, you hear a voice in your head, a message.
Misk, they're coming from the north. Orcs, all kinds of big guys. We're in trouble.
A small undersea vessel moves swiftly across the ocean floor. The dark sea surrounds the ship as it glides ever forward. The engines hum with an almost miraculous softness. And in the murky depths, myriad creatures pass them by on the path unperturbed.
There's always a bigger fish.
The champions wait quietly. In their hands, they hold their greatest weapons. Kjorg turns the Mogador over again and again. Blaze squats, the point of his great sword resting on the steel-plated floors, its light illuminating the metallic sheen of the vessel. Mogert holds Turtle Rock in one hand, the Hammer of Winter in the other, both resting on her knees. Jim scribbles in his notebook at each passing creature of the ocean depths, his orb glowing lightly from the pocket of his eye-covered robe. The air inside the vessel is tense, sharp as black powder awaiting the smallest spark, ready to burst forth as a raging fire. There it is. Kravalian leans forward, pointing through the translucent shield of the vessel. Ahead, the dark sea is anything but still. There is a wall of water, churning and swirling. You can each see it, white with foam, littered with the remains of beasts, some fresh, some ancient. Gargantuan creatures rest, lying still near the bottom of the swirling ocean wall.
Let us ascend,
says Pelor. And the underwater ship rises slowly through the sea toward the surface.
It is time.
Breaking free of the dark waters, the vessel comes to a halt, and the opening hatch releases.
Oxygen!
Were you holding your breath the whole time?
Yes, of course.
Moron.
I am surrounded by imbeciles.
I am an imbecile.
Exactly.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Jim.
If I'm not, then who will be?
It's true. It's true.
You're surrounded by imbeciles.
I am an imbecile.
So you said we opened the...
The hatch is open. It's dark.
Well, I guess we need to get this started. I'm gonna put both hammers on my back and climb up to the hatch, or get to the hatch. Are we ready?
I suppose that we are as ready as we will ever be, Mogert.
That's what I was afraid you were gonna say, and I'd jump out of the...
Mogert, you climb up out of the top hatch of the vessel.
I'm following her.
It's very dark. Blaze, the light of your great sword shines in the darkness. The sea is not still. It is rolling. The ship wavers beneath your feet. But it is very dark. Of course, the darkness is no barrier for each of you, for you can see quite clearly. But as Jem steps forward onto the top of the vessel, followed by Kjorg, the moment that your foot touches the top of the underwater ship, a strange sound comes ringing up from the depths of the ocean. Specifically, this maelstrom, this enormous swirling whirlpool of ocean in front of you. Something like a low, dolorous bell.
I light my sword with radiant energy.
What color is that?
It's green.
Green, baby.
He's in there. Both of them.
Do we wait for him to break the water, or do we dive into it?
We won't need to do either, Blaze.
Provalian steps off of the ship, hovering, feet off of the water.
Simply do as I am doing.
Blaze steps out on the air, just like Provalian.
Your feet hover on, but they don't feel unstable. They feel as though you're standing on the most solid of ground.
You four champions are no longer mortals. You are only bound by what you can imagine. Step forth.
I follow.
As you all step off of the vessel, hovering just above the waters, Pelor puts a hand on your shoulder. He is no longer the elderly human form with the gray streaking hair. Rather, he is the picture of a god, only the size of a human. His hair, his beard glows bright like the sun, and he reaches toward you a spear. Its make could not be simpler. It is only a pristine handle, no markings, no carvings, a smooth, long spear handle with one place for a grip, and on its end, a spearhead made of pure steel, save for the very tip, which shifts in the light that he is emanating.
Kjorg, this spear is our one chance to deal a killing blow. Unfortunately, we have two. We have two foes.
He places the spear in your hands.
Wait for the right moment. You will only get one shot.
Blaze is looking at Kjorg with a raised eyebrow like,
I do not know if this is the wisest choice.
Dervetter throws his hammer, his large maul, over his shoulder.
Well, the night's not getting any younger.
Shall we commit patricide?
Yeah, baby!
I think that is the greatest thing we could do right now.
Let's straighten out this crooked one.
Agreed.
So we shall.
Provalian leads the way, stepping forward across the top of the waters toward the swirling, churning maelstrom.
Kjord jumps, and he's walking as well on the air, just higher than everybody else.
Kjord being a couple feet higher than everyone else, and also being pretty tall. As you all crest the lip of this swirling maelstrom, you notice a couple things. One, the stench. There is an odor of rot that permeates this twisting vortex.
Gross.
You see the bones and rotten flesh of many dead beasts hanging out of its spinning walls. You can see it in its entirety. The waters swirl and churn angrily. The sea's dead caught in its turning waves. It narrows toward the center, but the platform, there is a platform below. It is enormous all the same. It is black, like scorched earth. But over its surface there stretches chains. Bluish green, gold, and silver. The seas turn around it, and the winds blow, spinning with it. And the floor of the prison shifts, the chains dragging like fingers over thick mud. At the very center of that platform, the mounded dark floor, his bare black feet resting at its highest point, stands Sebastian Blackfire.
Oh boy.
You piece of poop.
Bring it.
His sleek black robe is completely unbuttoned. His bare chest as dark as the bottomless pit beneath him. His head is leaned back, arms out, eyes closed. His horns curved up and backward. His lips move quickly as he speaks, but no words can be heard over the roar of the sea. Only fell whispers rattling on the winds. What do you do?
I get Turtle Rock off my back.
Okay.
I grip my sword in two hands.
Mm-hmm.
It will be a pleasure to defeat you, Blackfire.
He doesn't turn up towards you all or look at you or anything like that. But you do notice that his whispering ceases. And his arms come down to his side. And he slowly begins to button his long, knee-length coat.
Can I start walking towards him like this?
You may.
If Blaze is walking, I'm walking with Blaze.
I do wonder why you want to take the darkness and cover all that is good. It is quite a reprehensible trait, one that should be purged.
Amen.
As you're saying that, Blaze, as you're stepping down toward him, he's still not looking at you. He's still not addressing you, but he is finishing up the buttons on his long jacket. As you all step down onto the platform, Jim, are you coming down there? What are you doing?
I want to hang back a little bit since I'm a ranged dude. We're about to fight this guy, right?
Quite possibly, yes.
Yeah, so I want to hang back just a little bit.
I had wondered when I might be seeing all of you. And here you are. I see you have brought my brothers and the lovely Provalian with you.
And now he looks up.
Bro, don't talk about your sister like that.
But he doesn't look at you, Blaze. He looks past you.
At Dervetter?
Dervetter is hovering above the ground at the edge of the platform. He turns, he sees Pelor, Provalian.
You have come for our father, I assume.
Dervetter steps forward next to you, Blaze.
We've come for your head. We've come for my beloved.
He laughs.
You've come to die, or that is all that waits you here.
He shifts, and when he does, you see his tail come up behind him, and hooked around it are multiple links these chains.
Oh, man.
Or have you not noticed?
And he jerks them up, and the chains just flop around on the ground around you.
Oh, no.
There is a net of them, but now that you are close enough to see a little better, you can see that they are not pulled tightly. And as he jerks them, the floor beneath your feet moves, shifts.
Are we standing on top of your father?
The gods look down.
Yes.
Sword gets turned upside down in my hands.
And he is free. He has been free for some time. There is no real power holding him in this prison anymore. And yet,
he says, leaning down, placing a long-fingered hand on the dark flesh beneath you all.
He does not come forth. He does not answer. I can feel his presence. Can't you feel it?
And each of you realize in that moment, yes, you can feel him. You feel a dark presence beneath you. Maddening.
But he will not come forth. He will not lash out his destruction on this paltry world you all created. His flesh, his essence is here where it has been for millennia. But his heart,
and his dark eyes dart up towards you all.
His heart is broken.
Aww.
Like you broke the Vetter's heart.
We have destroyed the heart of the Crooked Father. And we've come for you, brother. It is no matter. Our father lives on in me. And once I have brought annihilation to all of your realm, then I will take our father with me again. We will be as one, father and son. For what was chained is now unleashed.
I stab him.
And with a roaring cry, he wrenches the other chains upward with power of utter darkness, and they snap. All of them. And as they do, that dolorous bell waves out again, and you all understand it is the deep, mad cry of Krumtad, that crooked god. The vortex spins more quickly, and Blackfire laughs.
Come and try to stop me. Bring your champions. Your hope will fail, and your journey ends here.
He draws from his back, seemingly out of thin air, a long black glaive. Its handle is twisted and gnarled, fitting perfectly in his large black hands.
Beautiful.
Its blade is curved and wicked, backed with a serrated edge, and the blunt end burns with a black and purple flame. You hear in your mind, Kjord.
Remember, you have but one strike with the spear.
I thrust it into him.